EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Auburn will kick it off to get things started. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Offense getting set for first down. He's going to pass. Looking left. He makes a catch. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
That's a really nice looking throw, and I'll tell you, he fits in great with this offense because there's been this philosophical shift recently in the SEC offensively. It used to be you had to run the football. I formation, 3 yards in a cloud of dust if you wanted to win. But today, though, you have got to be able to throw if you're going to win. You think about all the great offensive play callers now in the SEC, all the Heisman Trophy winners that have played recently at the QB position. You got to do it through the air, and this guy in Arkansas gives them a chance.
This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today. Well, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
He fires a bullet to the right. Underneath toasted coverage, got it deep downfield. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. Fighting off the defender. Headed to the end zone. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Arkansas! Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the PAT makes it 7-0. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And they finished it off with a 17-yard touchdown run. The kickoff team out there getting set. He'll return it. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. They are pinned deep, and this crowd is letting them have it. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Pushed his way ahead. Really good run to get it out to the 20 and pick up a 5.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. He's looking to throw. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Got some room to run. The 10. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Razorbacks. He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick 6. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner is stopped. ready to go back to work on offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
You know, in the SEC, you're going to have to run the football if you're going to win games. And you can go on and on talking about great Auburn running backs back in the day, but right here, right now, if this team's going to win an SEC championship, they need to force-feed this guy the football and let him go to work.
They get him down after he makes the catch.
In college football, you see this a ton now. You use a quick passing game, basically as the running game. Get a few yards, get your offense ahead of the sticks, keeps it on pace for success.
And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hip.
We know this guy's a weapon, not just taking handoffs, but he can catch the ball too. That play, not so much. Got to do a better job reeling it in.
Takes it from the gun on third down. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
Yeah, and in third and short, it's a great place to be for an offense. You got the whole playbook available, and they choose to pass, and the defense did a really good job playing the pass. And fourth down now, it's decision time for you.
And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
And that's where quarterbacks, they got to be very assertive. They got to believe what they see and really pull the trigger. But the longer they wait and they get off rhythm or off timing, a lot of times it ends up in incomplete passes.
Handoff to the single back. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
All right, well, look, I know the defense was feeling real good about their run D coming into this one and how they've been playing up to this point, but finally, David, the offense breaks through and they finally generate something positive on the ground.
And I can't tell you how easy it is. When you're going to throw the ball consistently, and I know it, I'm going to pin my ears back, and I'm going to get to the quarterback. It makes life really easy on a defensive line. But when you can have...
And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with the sack. The Tigers bringing the heat the way Andre Bruce did back in the day.
Man, they just find those big, nasty, strong, physical guys that can eat up the line of scrimmage and get after quarterbacks. It's one of the staples of these Auburn teams all throughout the years.
They go to the ground. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Pressure coming. He's right on target. They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. Remember some of the years when the Hogs spent a lot of time in the Wildcat just running it? You don't have to do that with this guy at quarterback.
And it just makes you less predictable, right? You got a running back in there, you're not going to...
Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. The incompletion leads to 2nd and 10. Wide out in motion. On 2nd down, wants to throw it. Firing to the right, complete.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes, he's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's 3rd and short. They'll try to bully their way for the first. Open space at the 25. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
What great explosiveness by this running back to break through and almost get to the house, Jesse, but just comes up short.
Well, I'll tell you, he had a lot of help downfield as well. Receivers getting blocks and making life easier on the back there. And all of a sudden now this offense knocking on the door deep down in their opponent's territory.
And a great job by the linebacker. You can tell starting to crowd the line of scrimmage, get up there in the line of scrimmage, see it, diagnose it, get in the backfield, get the running back on the ground for the tackle for the loss.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations.